Chat, get a load of this, okay? Let me get this picture up on the screen here. Add image. We'll call that image. Browse the downloads folder. Okay, so this appeared on Twitter, retweeted by the librarian last night when my daughter was on my lap, okay? She started to laugh, and then she said, "That's you." And I said, "That's not me." And she said, "That's you." And I said, "It's not me. It's just another, it's my friend, but he's photoshopped to look bald." And I was like, "It's not me." I was getting a little heated. I woke up this morning, Twitter served it to me again, and I was like, wait a minute. That's fucking me, bro. That's my glasses, that's my headphones, and that's the top of my head. He headjacked me, man. I got headjacked. The bottom half, the eyebrows down minus the glasses is Ludwig. The eyebrows up, including the headphones, is me. That's my head, man. Do a side by side. Well, like it is Ludwig. I can't stress that enough. But it's also like, if you consider the forehead part of the face, then it is also me. It looks nothing like you. You don't. It's my head. It's my head, man. That's my head. You mapped it on Ludwig's forehead. So you probably had, I don't know how you do the Photoshop wizardry, because my forehead is much bigger than that, as you can tell. Make the same expression. I don't know if I can do that, man. How's that? Was that good? It felt good. Holy frick. This is it. Okay, take a screenshot because I can't see it when I'm looking in the camera. Is that it? It's like looking in the mirror. Listen, don't flatter me. I'm just saying that's his face, but it's my head, okay? And it, like, I mean, literally, and also as my headphones and my glasses. Hey, librarian, Hiccup Art, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I've never done a face like that before. It felt very powerful. Wow, that feels that feels weird, but kind of good. You're feeling the energy? Normally I'm like, but like a little, that's crazy. No, what you do next? No way, dude! Ugh. I don't know if I like it. You're getting too good at it? It's freaking me out, man. Neurodivergent guy discovers new mask to equip. Neurodivergent guy, when the dentist tells him to bite down, and then she says, no, bite how you normally bite. Ooh. She got me. Yikes. +2. It's a real story, man. It's a real story. My smoke detector's going off for no reason too. Well, ours is going off for like a reason. I think it's sending us the alarm that it's like out of batteries, or it's going to be out of batteries soon. But the problem, I knew this was going to happen. Like, we moved in here like a year ago, right? And the ceilings are fucking high. So I was like, maybe we should like get a ladder so we could change the smoke detectors when the batteries go out. Luckily, we do have a ladder, but I'm not looking forward to getting up on that bitch later today, because a lot of people get injured doing that. You live in a Chip and Joanna Gaines house? No, I would say not really, but the ceilings are high. I can't believe you can hear that, honestly. That's like, it's far away. I drove at 2 a.m. today to get a new battery for my smoke detector. I don't even want to go off on this, but like, the smoke detector stuff does piss me off. Like at our old place, it was hardwired into like the electrical of the house, so it had like a connection to the electricity, but then it also had a battery for like backup. I get it. You want to have a failsafe in case the power goes out and then there's a fire. The thing that kind of ticks me off is why does the battery seem to go out so often when you're hooked up to the fucking AC? That's a little sus. You mining Bitcoin in there, you son of a bitch. And secondarily, when it's plugged in and the battery's dying, you should be able to hit a button that's like snooze because the power is on. I understand the idea that like, you know, you could have a fire while the power is out. But the odds of the fire happening while the power is out, the one night that I'm trying to sleep before I would go get a battery the next day to put in the smoke detector, slim to none. I'm willing to roll the dice on that one. It's like a D 15,000 or something like that. It's probably like a D 10 million. Murphy's Law. Okay, what are the odds that my sleep-deprived ass is going to have a car crash on the way to the hardware store to buy a 9-volt battery, man? It's probably literally like 10,000 times more likely to happen. Many people will snooze 15 days straight. Yeah, me too. And then when I got to the pearly gates, I would be like, that's my bad, St. Peter. Anyway, we'll fix it, but it'll probably be beeping a little bit today. It's the way of the world. At least it was, like, we had one where, like, I think it was 2 summers ago, we went away for, like, a week. And then we got back, I had, like, a bunch of voicemails from the property manager of our apartment that was like, hey, like, knocked on your door again. Your smoke detector has been, like, beeping every 30 seconds for 4 days. And, like, your neighbors are starting to complain. If you could get back to me at your earliest opportunity, that would be nice. So, okay, sorry. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. Hey, now, watching old VODs where you hit 100 Peloton rides. You enjoying the Elden Ring playthrough? How many are you at now? I'm at about 1,300. I don't mean to be defensive about it, but, like, it also went from 120 to 30-minute rides. And now, I mean, not all of the 1,300s are 90-minute rides, but, like, a lot of them are 45, 60, or 90. So I think you almost got to look more at, like, total ride time as a reasonable metric, because there's people on Peloton that have, like, 10,000 rides. And you're like, how did you get 10,000 rides? 5-minute warm-up, 5-minute warm-up, 10-minute warm-up, 15-minute pop ride, 10-minute climb, 10-minute cool down, 5-minute cool down. And you're like, okay, well, if you do like 9 rides a day for a half hour, like you're getting the milestones really quick, but at what cost, man? At what cost? What's your ride time? I don't know. I was slacking a little bit at the start of the year, but I picked it up. I think I'm at like, this year I'm at like 13,000 minutes, which is like 200 and something hours, 216 hours. But we'll be hitting that 20K for sure. Maybe like 21, 22K. 2017, 4 billion views. That's not my tempo, but we'll try. You can hear it, okay. We could probably get a few skips in here, to be honest. What was I doing in 2017? Wasn't even, that's pre-Pokemon Go for me. I took a couple of years before I got into it. I can't even place myself. I don't know what's going on. Wow, don't strain yourself with the riff. listening to our favorite song, dancing in the dark. So it's not Shape of You. That's the one that's everything's covered in something brand new. And then Castle on the Hill is the one that's like, I miss the days when you feel you it. So it's got to be Perfect or Thinking Out Loud. And we got 2 guesses. We get there. I know those. I've heard that one in the grocery store for sure. Is it We Were Dancing in the Dark, listening to your favorite song? Something like that. Goated wedding song? I'm sure. I'm happy for you. Really deep lyrics. The bar ain't the best, the club ain't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and you are getting a bit, but in a melon and a skimming and a skibbity bow. She said, boy, let's not talk too much. Come over here and put your body on me. Follow my... This is what I think happens inside of the Alexa when my dentist says, Alexa, play music. It's like, Ed Sheeran, Perfect, why not? Stop. That's the true story, by the way. I just love... I love whenever I'm at the dentist and she goes, Alexa, play music. It's such a view into a different personality type for me that she has like literally no preference about what she wants to play or hear. She's just like, I'd just love to hear something, man. It's kind of sick, man. She's a nice lady. She seems like a nice lady at least, but it's just like, you got no preferences or nothing, man? No Diana Krall even? No, like, I don't know, Alicia Keys? You think the Brandon Ayuk trade's going to go through? No shot, man. The 49ers, I mean, they're going to get luxury tax to the gills next year. They got to do something because they got to get over the hump, right? Like, it's almost more disappointing to make so many Super Bowls and not come away with the chip. But, like, me personally, I just don't think that they got the... I don't think they got the capital to make it happen, personally. Rip our best receiver. Hey, no, you got Deebo Samuel, bro. You got Deebo Samuel. Don't worry about that. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that to begin with because, like, Purdy is a system QB. So, you know, it doesn't really matter who the receivers are as long as they got good off the line speed. And Kittle, okay, Apollo, but he's a tight end. I was talking about wideouts. If you want to talk about tight ends, sure, they got Kittle as well. But I was specifically talking about, you know, when you go like 3 verts. Mahomes doesn't need a wideout. It's good because he doesn't have any. Ever since Tony got fucking Vaseline hands. I don't know. Vaseline might be sticky now that I think about it. It's not? It might be a little big. You ever watch the CFL? Nah. Steelers will be good but not great this year. Steelers country, let's ride. I know what you're talking about. All right, that's enough of that. Stop it. I'm stunned that shit is 4.2 million views. Hey, NL, you said you used to run 5-10Ks a week, and that stuck with me ever since. I run about 3 kilometers a day. Any tips to improve? You know, they always say, I think it's true on the bike as well, just slow down. Sometimes people are like, how can you go for 90 minutes on the bike? Like, I can barely do 30. If you can do 30 every day, you can do 90 one day. You just gotta like pace yourself. When I was running, I was getting to the point where like, I mean, I don't even know how to express it, but like it was barely exerting myself for like the first 20, 30 minutes of the run. And then they say, like, if you want to run faster, you slow down and run longer. I think it's the same thing on the bike as well. Just do zone 2. Zone 2 is kind of goated. Zone 2 when zone 3 walks in, though. Zone 2 when zone 4 walks in for 20% of your rides. They should fucking abolish Zone 1, though. I don't even know what Zone 1 is doing there. Zone 3 be like 180 to 200 watts. Zone 1 be like fucking 0 to 140. Like, just figure it out. It's bullshit, man. The cardio streamer. View count dipping precipitously. Like the stock market on Monday, but not the stock market on Tuesday when it rose precipitously. But nobody talks about that, man. Nobody talks about that. Okay. The dulls. Here we are, gamers. Okay, no spoilies. Good luck on the GeoGrid this week. You too, Apollo. Good luck on the GeoGrid. Does he know I don't actually play GeoGrid unless we do a dull off, because I get annoyed that, you know, it's like a landlocked country that ends in A, and I'm like, Mongolia. And then people are like, you're stupid. You're an idiot. You're a moron. Mongolia? What did the crowded guess? Sure, it's right, but like you could do better. And then I'm like, what do you say? And they're like, St. Lucia. 0 point. It's not really landlocked. It's an island. But anyway. Okay, Pokedoku. Pokedoku, fighting. First in the evolutionary line. Easiest thing in the world. I mean, you could just say Machamp, let's be honest. But I'm like a Makuhita sort of guy. That's right. I know all about the fighting types, man. Ghost, first in the evolutionary line. You ever hear about Candle? Chandelure? Litwick. That's it. Litwick. There you go. How do you feel about Litwick? You thought I was going to play Ghastly on that, huh? Now, here's where I get myself in the problem. Dark fighting. You can't say Lucario. Because Lucario is fighting because he's like stanced up. But he's not dark, even though he shoots a purple ball that's a Psy Blast, not like a dark ball of energy. Right? Now, hang on. Ghost, dark. Copra Fragius. Wait. Miss Magius is probably Psychic Ghost. Maybe Miss Magius is Dark Ghost, man. No, okay. Witch's Hat. Psychic, bro. There we go. The coffin with 4 hands. That's got to be Ghost Dark. Now, that was my most likely to get. Ghost Dragon, there's got to be one. It comes up now and then. Fighting Dragon is crazy. Almost want to say it's like Gabite, right? Because Gabite is out there like... But he's not fighting. He's a dark dragon type, but that's not an intersection point today. Okay. First in the evolutionary line of Gen 4. Easy, bro. No, impossible. Okay, Ghost Dark. What about Dark Sinnoh? Tyranitar. Dark Sinnoh. Gibble. I mean, the evolved version. Gar. Chomp. Dragon Sinnoh. Lugia. Dragon Sinnoh. Darkrai. Ghost Dragon. No, wait. Ghost Darkrai? Oh, man. That's a tough one. Most common. Camo-O. Goodbye, it was real! Darkrai was real. I just didn't have him in the right spot. Spiritomb. This is who I was thinking with the coffin going like this. Mr. Mime coffin. I've never even seen Pangoro in my life, to be honest with you. Sableye. I always forget about Sableye. What is he then? Dark Dragon type? Dark Dragon? Dark Ghost. Okay. I forgot about Cranidos, too. Mostly because I didn't know he's from that generation, so it's hard for me to summon that. Whatever. We get it back with Kino Cinema. This is like some Ingmar Bergman shit, which puts me in a rough spot. This is like Wild Strawberries. It's not wild strawberry. I'm pretty sure that's black and white. Okay, it takes place in the Second World War and also the 1970s. Interesting. I have no idea. Brian, this is First Blood, dude! Brian Dennehy! Okay, we get there. That's a huge screen grab. Then this one is going to be like John Rambo, like in the woods. John Rambo, he's not in the woods, but you get the idea. I know we talk about this every time we talk about Rambo, but it's actually like so funny that the first movie is about like a vet dealing with PTSD and like a country that used up his body in his youth and then cast him aside. And then in the second one, they're like, John Rambo, we need you to kill the Viet Cong. And he's like, where's the bazooka? And he's like, they drew second blood. It's kind of the same as Rocky, although Rocky, they brought it back by the end. Like the first Rocky is basically about a dude who has no talent except for being punched in the head and not falling down, and like how he tries to make a fulfilling life for himself. And then Rocky 4 is like, what if that guy was Captain America and he defeated communism by himself? And then people aren't gonna like this necessarily, but they brought it back with Rocky Balboa, man. The one where he's like 60 and he's still like, I don't know how to get fulfillment in life outside of getting punched in the head, and I'm sad about it. Like Rocky Balboa is good, but when it came out, everyone was like, how ridiculous that they got a 60-year-old guy going up against the pound for pound strongest fighter in the... That's the point, man. The point is that it's melancholy. Anyway, and then it gets even better with Creed, but I haven't seen Creed 3 yet, which I heard was not as good, but... After his stint with the Jets, Eric Mangini spent 2 seasons as the coach of this AFC. Rangers? No. He's probably the coach of the Bills. No, that's wrong. This American track and field athlete competed at 5 different Olympics from 2004 to 2020 and racked up 11 medals, including an individual gold in the women's 200 meters at the 2012 Olympics. American female sprinter who's not Sha'Carri Richardson. Florence Griffith Joyner. Don't have an answer for you, honestly. Shelley Duvall? Of course I know Sha'Carri Richardson. I made a tweet in 2020. I was like, it seems fucked up that they kicked her out of the Olympics for testing positive for weed. If anything, they should start her like 10 meters closer to the fucking goal line. You know how hard it is to have like a reaction time that's 1/8 of a second to the starting gun going off when you're under the influence of cannabis? She's like the God's strongest soldier. She's nerfing herself, man. Former U.S. President Mike Pence was the governor of Indiana. That is, I don't think I'm going to get this one, y'all. It just doesn't look right. It's like kind of like Daniel Radcliffe. But like, I don't think Daniel Radcliffe, I don't think he's like that jowly. Daniel Radcliffe's kind of jacked. It's hard to tell just from the jaw. It could just have a round face. It's kind of Daniel Radcliffe's hair, but it's also kind of like Robert Downey Jr.'s hair, but Robert Downey Jr.'s got more of a, I'm Iron Man, you know? But who's this British lady, man? I feel like this is like Miranda Otto. Does she even exist in... it's probably not Otto von Bismarck. I gotta be honest, I don't know who you are. I'm going Daniel Radcliffe. Kate Blanchett. Nah, what do you think? Glenn Close? I could be, but I don't think it's Glenn Close. Oh, Charlie Day and Edie Falco. That's a fucking deep dive for Daily Dozen. I got to give him respect. I'm just calling this. If this is Charlie Day and Edie Falco, there's no way it's 20%. There's no way 20% of Barstool users know who Edie Falco is. I'm stunned. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. That's bullshit. Something's wrong. 5 people have done this, and 1 person got it right. People watch The Sopranos. Not sports gambling addicts, man. There's Pakistani cricket to bet on. They watch it, but they think Tony's a good guy? Wait, he's not the good guy? He don't wanna do your dirty work no more. Do fish have loins? I didn't know fish could have loins. I've never heard of like, oh, this is a salmon loin. I thought that was like a part of mammal morphology. We call them fillets. Or is a loin if you don't fillet it? A loin is what the fillet comes from. Yes. Are you the Fishdle guy? Dude, I was loving the comments on the TikTok that are like, the games are so random, there's no shot he's speedrunning Kirby. Little do they know. You had told me the clips where I was playing Elden Ring, supposedly, those are the editor, and then the clips in which I'm speedrunning Kirby are actually me. Like, who would have thought 2 years ago? Not me. Okay, 3 pounds of fish. Tilapia it's a cheaper fish. I'm just going to say it too. Fish has a PR problem. I love fish. I eat a lot of fish. We had salmon last night. I'll eat a white fish any day of the week. The problem is, why they got it on the most uninspiring picture of all time? Sure, it looks like a pretty nice seared tilapia, well seasoned, but then just served on a bed of like undressed greens. You got to give it like a little pizzazz, man, because this looks like something that you're like, fine, my doctor told me I can't have beef anymore, so I'll get the tilapia loins instead. You gotta at least make it look a little bit more preserved. You could put it next to like some roasted potatoes or something like that. Or serve it on top of like a risotto or something. Just give it a little anything, man. Anyway, 3 pounds. I mean, Cosmic Crisp apples are like $3 Canadian a pound. Fish must be more expensive than that because you got to like go to the ocean to get it. So let's say it's $5 Canadian a pound. $4 American a pound, and then put the Costco premium on it, $10.99. Holy cow. I mean, I was way off. I would pay it. Sure, $16.49. Fishing is expensive. Can I, like, not to be rude to the tilapia? I thought the tilapia was like one of those fish that don't fight back, you know? I thought this was like basically... It was kind of like just pulling potatoes out of the ground. It wasn't like bringing in a swordfish or something, or like an Alaskan king crab. I thought you just kind of were like, hey, if you're hungry, we got tilapia in the tank over there. r/tilapia is they're gonna have a field day with that one. It's a budget fish. It's good. I like tilapia. I like sole. Now it's no cod, it's no haddock, it's no halibut, but I'm not really picky about the whitefish I eat, honestly. I love fish. Speaking of which, it's time for the marquee presentation. Did you guys hear about this 500-pound bull shark that eclipsed the state record in Alabama? I don't know what this is. This is a muskie. It's a fucking walleye. Oh. Hint me. Hint me. Hint me. Swordfish. Sturgeon! Oh, it's like a 2.5-star performance. Sturgeon. I really did think it was a swordfish. One day it's going to be a walleye. And then me and everybody else from Greater Napanee is going to be like, let's fucking go, bud. Get that in ya. Fucking Molson cold shots, 20 to 8 in the fucking morning. Let's fucking go, bud. You don't know Molson cold shots? Molson cold shots is a beer that's sold in Canada, and it was marketed in the early 2000s as like hey, if you want to like really party, fuck those 5% beers. Here's a 6% beer that's served in a can that's 1/6 smaller than the cans that the 5% beers come in. P.S. Please serve them ice cold because it tastes like pure garbage. It's like Bud Light Platinum. I don't know. I don't know anything about Bud Light Platinum, honestly. But I do know about Molson Cold Shots. Ever had a 10% beer? Yeah, like a few hundred, probably. I'm a big believer that the same thing that has supposedly happened to cannabis has also happened to beer in particular. I can't speak for alcohol, but for beer, we got to pull it back, man. When I was in my 20s, it seemed sick. That was like, oh, instead of 5% beers, you could get like a 7% beer, or an 8% IPA, or a 10% double IPA. And then they started getting like 14% nitro oatmeal stouts and stuff like that. And you'd be like, hey, yeah, dude, I just had one beer. Instead of a 330 milliliter, 4.5% light beer, I had one 500 milliliter tall can of a 12% nitro stout. I'm just one beer deep, man. I'm good. But then you're like, why am I so like sleepy after I finish one beer with dinner? And you're like, oh, it must have eaten a lot. No, idiot, it's because you had like 2.8 beers in the volume of one beer. We got to bring that shit back down to like 5% baseline. 4 to 4.5 if you're going to be drinking them, for more than a few hours at like a sporting event or something like that. And then like 6% if you want to go a little crazy. We got to bring it back. I don't know if it's mostly the Pacific Northwest, but you can't you can still get a beer that's 5%. But then sometimes you're looking at the menu and you're like, why would I pay $7.99 for the 5% when the 8% is $8.49? I'd have to be stupid, man. It's like paying the same price for medium cheddar when old cheddar is right there. Yeah, then you have like 2 fat tugs and you're like, why do I have diarrhea? It's because you're drinking like paint thinner, man. Super Mario, Superstar Saga. Kirby Air Ride. Kirby's Air Ride for the Nintendo GameCube. There you go. Next speedrun game. Nah. Got to master Kid Icarus first. I don't fuck with the GameCube, man. Maybe I should, but I don't fuck with the GameCube. Italian accent's problematic. Okay, well, someone's got to tell my waiter at the Italian restaurant because he'd be fucking saying everything in that accent, man. I'll let him know. Next time I'm there, I'm going to let him know. This is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That is the Il Duomo. This is fucking England. This is Fallout London. This is England. This is Dishonored 2. It's fucking England. There's no doubt about that. This is A Plague Tale. Requiem. This is Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. This is Disco Elysium. I really thought that was it, man. I got no idea. It's Bastion. Gravity Rush. I never would have gotten that. Never in a million years. I don't know if this is what this is, but you know what this image gives me? Is like whenever they want to take like England or America and make it cyberpunk, they always take like a decommissioned subway car and then have it sell like ramen noodles. And instantly you're like, I'm in cyberpunk. Instead of fish and chips, they're selling ramen. This is fucking crazy, man. What a glimpse into a twisted future. They're like, there's fucking Japanese on the sign. Are we in Japan? No, we're in Los Angeles. What's going on, man? A better life awaits you in the off-world colonies. Ridley Scott, the GOAT, man. There's no doubt, probably, Alien Romulus, it's going to clear Borderlands. It's a low bar, but it's going to clear Borderlands, no doubt. I'm excited for it. I've really come around on the, on Ridley Scott. 3-4 years ago, I was like, he's washed. Now I'm like, yeah, every other movie is washed, but half of them are fucking sick. He's not directing? He didn't direct Romulus? I mean, that makes sense because that would be his second movie in like 4 months or something like that. He's just producing it. Honestly, as much as I like Ridley Scott lately for being, I don't even know what you call it, like a workhorse, a new director on Alien means there's a chance. There's a chance that it won't just be like, I mean, a ship where the alien gets loose due to human negligence and then hunts the people down one by one. And then at the end, you're like, they killed the alien, but the surprise they didn't. There's one more. Like, hopefully they could mix it up just a little bit, but if it's exactly the same, I'll cynically watch it and be like, that fucking sucked. And then it'll be on TV like 3 months later, and I'll be like, oh, I gotta see that. And then I'll be like, this actually kind of fucking bangs, man. Alien Covenant is like, both Alien Covenant and Prometheus are like bad movies that bang. Alien Covenant in particular, you're like, they're really doing this. They did all this world building in Prometheus that, in my opinion, also kind of sucked. And they threw it away on purpose in Covenant. And then it still kind of bangs. You're like, it just, some of the decisions are baffling, but you're like, okay, at least try. You're trying. I mean, like, no other director is out there having Michael Fassbender acting opposite Michael Fassbender, holding a flute saying, I'll blow, you do the fingering, okay? And you don't know which one's fucking David and what's the other one? Michael? I don't know, because it's all steeped in, like, Christian imagery. One of them's David, one of them's Judas or something. Like, Walter, my favorite disciple. Oh, man, Walter. I forgot. His name is not Michael. It is Walter. Oh. Oh, man. And he's fucking like the Pied Piper of facehuggers or something. Like when he blows on the flute, all the facehuggers come scurrying. That shit is fucking mental, dude. And I'm glad he keeps making it. Is it good? I don't know. It's fun to watch. You like Raised by Wolves? Yeah. For like, until I don't even know what to say. Like, I liked the first like 10 episodes, and then like the lady fucked a snake or something, and then I was like, what's going on? Somebody gets turned into a tree. It bangs at least. Like, it's, again, nobody's making that shit. They're all making like fucking Love Island. We brought 8 fucking morons from the north of England. Anyway, let's just stop it there. Disco Elysium. It's not Disco Elysium, guys. Sorry. Put the snake away, Walter.
Scalp. A noun.
They took out the politeness module, man.
Goblet. A noun meaning a.
Next.
Vignette. A noun meaning a.
Yeah, I've used Adobe Premiere Rush.
Noxious. A adjective meaning.
She's way too happy about that word.
Parsnips. A noun meaning a. Farcical. A adjective
Easy.
meaning. Pariah. A noun meaning someone or.
Drew Carey when he meets Pariah Carey? I don't know.
Ocotillo. A noun meaning a thorny scarlet-flowered candlewood, Fuchsia splendens of the family Fuchsiaceae, of the southwestern U.S. and Mexico. Mexican-Spanish diminutive of ocote.
Fuck you, man. Ocotillo. Oh, double L is so easy.
Mountebank. A noun meaning a person who sells quack medicines from a platform. Montimbanco is Italian, combining montere, meaning to mount, in on, and banca for bench. Mountebank. A noun meaning a person who sells quack medicines from a platform. Montimbanco is Italian, combining montere, meaning to mount, in on, and banca for bench. Mountebank.
I didn't even put an N in that shit. I lost it when she said Montebanco.
Impertinent. An adjective meaning given
talking.
To. Dysphagia. A noun meaning loss of or deficiency in the power to use or understand language as a result of injury to.
Oh, it's a Y.
Mortification. A noun meaning a sense of humiliation and shame.
Wow, we got washed a little bit. That was fucking hard, man. Mountebank. Well, I was off by a number of a number of steps there. Man, spell check got hands today. Mortification. Rick, they turned me into a Morty. Rick. So true, Morty. Morty, you were always a Morty. Skibbity, Rick. Skibbity, Rick, they turned me into a toilet. Morty, skibbity, Morty. Morty's using Me6 language. 2016. You don't even know. People would have been like, hey, do the Morty skibbity toilet bit again. Here's 50 gifted subs. 10 years later, they'd be like, I wish you would do the skibbity Morty bit again. That shit went crazy in the 8th grade lunchroom. No, they wouldn't. You'd be stunned, the dreck that has been chewed up and digested and turned into a core memory for people out there in fucking multiplayer Trouble in Terrorist Town videos released as like a psychic debuff to Western youth throughout the history of YouTube's existence. you would, I don't know, you wouldn't be pleased about it. That timeline exists. It's true. Everywhere I go, I see his face. No way. It's the same picture, man. This cannot be from any nation except England. What sort of grated carrots? Lingonberry sauce? Oh, this is Swedish, man. Lingonberry sauce? Hamburgers and lingonberry sauce. Caramelized onions and boiled potatoes from the nation of Sweden. Oh, from the nation of Germany, because it borders Denmark. From the nation of Denmark. Hey, can I get a check on this? How does Sweden not border Denmark? There's water. Yeah, and there's a bridge. I've eaten this at a local restaurant. It's just a hamburger patty. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm like, this looks fine. I would eat it. I like cooked meat and cooked potatoes, but like, this is not like eating like a, I don't know, like a cobra or something like that. It's good though. Yeah, I know. Like 1 billion hamburgers get eaten like every day, man. Salt cod and scrunchions. Soak hard bread overnight, then boil it until it softens. Boil salted fish separately, then flake it into pieces. Fry scrunchions until crispy. Combine the softened bread and flaked fish, then top with scrunchions. Served hot with molasses. Dude, I would eat the shit out of this. For real. But like, I gotta feel this is like the United Kingdom. Cold? Iceland? Cool. Canada? Fish and Brewis? I'm with God as my witness. I have never heard of this in my life. Fish and Brewis? Fish and chips and pissy vinegar. I've never seen this in my life. Softened hardtack? What in the fucking Stonewall Jackson are they eating in Labrador, man? Today, fish and brewis is enjoyed not only as a culinary tradition, it continues to be a staple. Yeah, sure. This is fucking sick, man. Fried something. I don't even know what it's made of, but it looks tasty. This is an Indian Uncrustable. India. He's right. Neapam. You got it in one? Well, yeah, it was like it's got cardamom and ghee and whatever the heck jaggery is. I mean, this is not fish and brewis, let's be honest. 13,000. We beat the average today. It's basically brown sugar. India is fucking with the basics, right? And I'm giving them license to do so. They're like, butter? Fuck that. Clarify that shit. Reverse that. Scratch it. It's ghee now. Brown sugar? Fuck that. Take some of the brown out. Add it back in. Now it's jaggery. Adam Levine trying to come up with the chorus. So true. It's kind of like his moves are kind of... He's not British. He's probably from like Indiana. The moves are like little jaggery, so to speak. Oh, dude. Like, they're giving out gimmies today. Brad Garrett and Allison Janney. This shit is tangled, bro. Oh, fuck. That might not be Alice. That's Allison Janney, right? I'm Wilem Dafoe. You ever see Wilem Dafoe's interview where he was like, he figured out he had a distinctive looking face because he thought some dudes were going to rob him on the subway. But then when they stood up, he heard them say, yeah, I know that's him. Nobody looks like that motherfucker.
I always remember I was on the subway years ago when New York was still pretty rough, and I was taking my kid by subway to from downtown to the Bronx Zoo, and some guys got on the train. Can you swear on this program? Okay. Some guys got on the train, and they're sitting there and they're looking at me and they're looking kind of rough, and I think, oh God, even with my son here, these guys are gonna they rolled me for money or something. Something bad is going to happen, because they were looking kind of mean, and then they were looking at each other. And then I heard one say, yeah, it got to be him. Nobody looks like that mother. That's when I knew. I don't know whether that was worth telling.
I think that's a compliment. I don't know. A distinctive face.
This Eagle Raptor. And Ellen DeGeneres. Finding Nemo. Yep. What a fucking photo, dude. It's so... listen, she's gotta take... I know she's kind of like canceled, but like that can't be her enduring legacy, man. That's so like 1996. Huh. It's my Ellen impression. +2. When did she get canceled? You can get canceled for anything. Like something as basic as like yelling at your employees all the time and like, I don't know, like abusing them at work or whatever and not being funny. All right, gamers, we are back. We're just getting set up here. Whoa, relax. Oh yeah, it's gaming time. I don't know why every time I think of a streamer like getting killed on stream, my brain just goes to the clip from Legion. That's like the footage that looks like Germa's escaping containment. That he's like doing the jazz hands and snapping his fingers. Every time he snaps, like it eviscerates the dudes with the guns. It's so good, man. Sorry, I gotta drink a lot of water today, which means I might have to pee, because I gotta give a urine sample later today to the International Olympic Committee. They're trying to make sure there's no cannabis in my system, having completed Nintendo World Championships S tier and everything. Hang on, I'm adjusting my brightness. Imagine if my parents did that when I was a kid. Subtitle background. Give me a semi-transparent background. Let me be semi-clear. So true. Obama, but he just learned how to speak English from watching YouTubers play prop hunt for 10 years while he lived in Slovakia. Let me be semi-clear. The ravages of Skibbity Toilet will not stop us. I can smell you. Wake up, honey. Critically acclaimed Prince of Persia Metroidvania. Prince of Persia The Lost Crown is out today on Steam. It came out earlier this year in February. To critical acclaim. You may have seen some people play it. You may have seen some reviewers fall in love with it. It is now available on Steam and other platforms. ! Prince of Persia, or scroll down below the video player to click on the panel art. It's 40% off for its launch celebration. And we're going to play it. Thank you again to Ubisoft for the sponsorship. We are being sponsored to play this. This is a Prince of Persia Metroidvania. I do need to say as well, it comes with 3 free updates that were released for the game in the interim period as well, including Warrior's Path, Boss Attack, and the Divine Trials, with new story DLC coming in September. I've accidentally clicked back into the window and I've created a problem for myself. Game modes. Exploration. Explore the world with minimal map information. Choose this mode to discover the world for yourself. Or map icons display the location of your next objective. I feel like if I'm being true to myself, guided is very helpful. But also, I think, and I'm being sincere with this, in Metroidvanias, the point of it is exploring. Because you get lost, and then you find like a platform that you can't jump over, and then you make a mental note that's like, oh, when I get like a grappling hook or a double jump, then I have to come back to this area, and you're like so excited about what it could possibly be. So let's go exploration, and I'll play on hero mode. I'm not gonna put on permadeath. That's crazy, and I'm not gonna put it on immortal. But I'll play on hero. I'll play on the middle difficulty. Now you're going to ask, what's my history with Prince of Persia? I played Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time on a demo disc for the PlayStation 2, and I played that demo until the CD broke when I was in high school, and I saw the Jake Gyllenhaal, Ben Kingsley movie, Prince of Persia. So the answer is not that much. But I'm looking forward to figuring out more about it.
Thirsty warriors from the east were attacking Persia.
Me reaching for the last kettle-cooked jalapeno chip. But it's too late. It's one of the green ones.
The 7 immortals were the best warriors in the kingdom.
Honestly, I'm no like Sun Tzu Art of War guy, but I feel like it would have been sick like if the immortals showed up like at the start of the battle. You don't have to hold them back in reserve. You never know. Me after my daughter says she dropped a kettle-cooked jalapeno chip on the ground. Sorry. They are good, man. They're good. They're tasty. Who doesn't like a jalapeno chip, you know?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Save Persepolis. I trained you for this.
So true.
Help my wounded warriors.
Honestly, it's over for you. I'm one of the 7 strongest warriors in the entire realm. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I mean, they sent you out here. You don't even have a shield, man. No, look at the size of my swords. Are you seeing? They're like 80% the length of my body. You don't stand a chance. As soon as I learn a parry, like you're cooked. Wait, what did I tell you? Press control to parry an incoming attack. Get cooked, kid. Okay, well that time I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know you were going to attack. Okay, honestly, I'm used to easier games where, like in Elden Ring, the boss telegraphs that they're about to attack you. In this, you kind of like, it came out at instant speed, so there was nothing I could do. I'm more used to like, you know, Divine Consort Radahn, where he's like, I'm going to attack you in just a second here. Dude, I'm speedy. Me and the boys on the way to Friday Night Magic. So true. Things that have never happened in history. I think I might have accidentally drop-kicked my teammate. My bad. Whoa! That's instincts. You can't coach that. You can't beat me, not with my cheese helmet. A charged attack to break the door. You know, it had a knob. Scared. Sad story. You always got to check your 6. You never know when Radahn's going to be there.
ends here. Not if yours ends first.
Nice. He said no you. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Get parried, kid. Get parried again? I'm the best to ever do it. You will do no damage to me. Excuse me, I did an abyssal parry, a vicious parry. You should be cooked. Okay, I gotta work on my timing a little bit, but once we get that parry timing down, we're going hitless. For chickless. Okay, okay, where are you going? You're scared? Okay, okay. Nice try. Come on over, brother. I didn't even get to see the tutorial message because I parried it so fast. I don't fight well on the right side of the screen, though. I'm gonna need some help here. Go ahead. I mean, you're toast, brother. You better hope there's a phase 2 in here. And I'm not talking about a used clothing store in my hometown. Okay, you got me pretty good. Prison mic. Excuse me, the sponsor would really prefer if you stopped using the term prison mic during the stream. Okay, sorry, my bad. It's a reference to The Office, okay?
Baron, you and your forces have once again saved the kingdom.
Hassan, Prince of Persia.
Step forward, Sargon.
That's me.
Word of your deeds precedes you through the streets of Persepolis.
You have earned 1 blue armband. I really like Save the Realm, and they're giving me a what do they call it? A bolt of cloth? A bolt of cloth? Not even like roll bomb, double jump, hook shot, iron boots, man? Something like that? A bolt of cloth?
I didn't choose that name. You need not worry. I do not attach any importance to these superstitions.
6 soul patch, brother.
Also carry the seeds of future harvests.
That's true.
I'm really glad to meet you, Sargon. Thank you, Prince Hassan. Let us drop the honorifics, and may we get to know each other in less formal circumstances.
All right, buddy. Just put the fries in the bag. Just put the bolt of cloth in the bag. Key item acquired. The Royal Sash, the highest honorary distinction reserved for the most valiant warriors. How about you? What's up with you?
Your name brings hope to Persia. Maybe. I didn't ask to be prince either, but fate has spoken, and I must accept it.
Oh no, my mom's the queen. Life's so hard. Okay, we're moving on. She was. I thought for sure I'm fine is like what people say in fiction before they die, but she's actually just chilling.
Defeated Yuvishka, and we saved Persepolis.
And all I got was this bolt of cloth.
Thousands died on the battlefield. We're out of supplies. Persia is barely surviving. The Kashan will surely come back. Would you call that a victory?
I let my pride go to my head.
A warrior's journey is always one in progress. And
True.
when there's nothing left in one's path, the warrior wanders.
Who farted?
What is at the end of my blade? I know.
Found an answer yet?
I won't figure that out tonight. Maybe a drink will help. You should join us.
Thanks. But I have other matters to attend to. You have what it takes to become one of the greatest, Sargon.
I know. Just watch me.
And listen to the...
Just watch me. Just watch me. She's leaving. I had a good bid. Just watch me. Look at this. Nobody's doing it like me. Nobody. And then to the left, too. Nobody's doing it like this. Just watch me. By the way, thank you to Ubisoft for the sponsorship. Exclamation point. Prince of Persia. Case insensitive. Oh, they didn't think I had it in me, man. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown came out in February, but is now available on Steam. And to celebrate, it's 40% off the critically acclaimed Prince of Persia Metroidvania that we are playing right now. Exclamation point Prince of Persia, or alternatively, click on the panel art below the stream to be taken to the Steam page and get more information and check it out for yourself. Come on, man. I don't want to get involved in all this.
Oh, that's nonsense. He looks nothing like you.
He took everything from his mum, that's all.
Alright, you are really not her type.
Whose type?
Ah, the kid finally decided to join us.
The kid made the mistake of walking left, thinking there would be like a power-up or maybe like a max health upgrade or something over here.
So, you're mingling with aristocracy now, eh?
Or trading in your swords to become a satrap. Laugh all you want. Who eliminated a general tonight, huh?
Don't encourage them, Sargon.
Yeah, General Mills is what I would say if he was like
It just means
eating some cereal.
Yeah, he's right. You were impressive.
If you want to talk more quietly, I won't be far.
Alrighty then. She was not joking. She is not far. Whoa!
Prince Hassan has been kidnapped.
I knew it.
Kidnappers? They must still be in the palace.
Boldo.
Take the lead, Sargon. You may be the last to have spoken to him.
That seems bad.
Anahita, what is this all about?
I wasn't planning on killing you.
Anahita, what the tuna?
Move out of my way.
Holy cow, purple magic. I don't think I'm ready for this, man.
What the hell was that?
She's casting Horcruxes.
Still a child.
She put a sigil on the ground. I can't get past it. I was just thinking maybe you could like walk around it, but I guess it is 2 dimensions. He's kind of stuck. It really do be your own sometimes.
The old citadel. Anahita took Prince Hassan beyond these gates.
I can't fathom why Anahita would do such a thing.
She's mixed up, man. She got radicalized by YouTube.
You know her best. What do you make of it?
It doesn't make sense. She has always been loyal.
She wants to seize power for herself.
I like how this guy's just kind of like peeking his head in. Hi! Hello! Everybody else is standing proud. Artaban is like, me too!
What?
What is this sorcery?
I'm a warrior, not a seer.
Frozen as it falls.
As if time had stopped.
Uh-oh. That, to me, that sounds like there's going to be puzzles. That's not my area of expertise. Now, you just saw me losing combat to the first boss. Combat, not necessarily my area of expertise either. What is my area of expertise? Talking, sometimes, if I'm allowed to choose what we're talking about. Banter, yeah. Movie trivia, knowing a little bit about the cast of movies I may or may not have seen. Sure, no doubt about that. That's so makeable. Overnight oats, I mean, that's a given. You already know I'm obsessed with it. Taking echo form, sure, if you're offering. Okay, we can't make that jump. We need an air dash. We need an air dash. Hello, Simvicta, hello. Riding a bike, true, as long as I don't have to steer.
Stay sharp.
What's your overnight oats ratio look like, King? I don't want to get into it. But I will say, yesterday for the overnight oats, I used agave syrup instead of maple syrup, and I think I used too much. Because I felt like I was having like a blood sugar crash the first 30 minutes on the bike. I was like, you'd think that that much sugar would give you like rocket fuel, but I think instead my body was like, it's like you just ate like a whole chocolate cake. It didn't know what to do with all the sugar. I got to use like 30% less agave syrup.
One of our dishes, men.
Take me up. Oh, he's got hops. This one, stall. This is Waka on Paradise Beach, Kingdom Hearts. Just be patient. We take those. We take those. We don't take those. He's trained with Mouser. Wait. Next time. No, dude, that's gotta be doable. It's gotta be doable. Get a running start at it. I don't think it's doable. I don't think that one's doable. I'm so embarrassed that I need my health potion back. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! All the way back here? It's what I deserve. That's the worst part about it, is it's what I deserve. I should just let him kill me after I take that hit. Blug. Already used my heal. Is there a bonfire? Is there a... I need to refill my flask, please. It's just ruined your life. Is this really how far I got? Like, I'm embarrassed. I felt like it... like I played for like 15 minutes to get to this part. That's so sad. Okay, whatever. Eat the arrow. That's life. Can't be doing that. I'm like a god when there's one enemy on the screen. Where there's two enemies on the screen, no shot, man. No shot. Okay, don't get hit by a visceral attack this time. NL, you're low-key kind of cracked. I died 15 times on the lower difficulty setting on this encounter. No, you didn't. Thank you for saying that. That did not happen, though. Yeah, people are accusing you of being a paid chatter now. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better, but it's the dev. How's he doing this? I died 100 times at this section. When you're a superior gamer, like, it's just that easy. This is the room where they tried to get me to do a puzzle. Nice try. Oh, one green triangle. No heart react for Giacomo. Nice try. Oh, that one stung, bro. No! Oh, okay. It's those arrows, man. The arrows. Did I almost die? No. No! I died earlier this time! Mark my words. This is the last time we are going to, we're gonna die. It's the last time we're gonna die. Don't even worry about that. Can't you just run through? Mark my words, this is the last time we're gonna die. We're not just gonna sprint through the enemies. The combat is one of the reasons we're playing, man. Okay, that was the last time we're gonna die. All you have to do is hit control when they attack. Tricky, 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 tricky. You're doing great. I died 16 times here. The number just keeps going up, man. Help. 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 Fall Guys. %30 of the gaming population will never complete that puzzle. Okay, okay. Oh man, he brought the heat. I gotta go back to the lower city now. You are the 30%? 30% of dudes who are good at video games, better than you at least, for sure. I'd like to see you do this. Average person died 13 times on this section. I always feel kind of bad in games like this where you like go into an environment like this and just murder the natural fauna for no reason. I know I hesitated to even use the word. You never know, librarian might still be here. I really went into their house and said like F you specifically for like existing in an environment that is befitting like your morphological characteristics, huh? Whoa! My toe touched the poison swamp, man. My toe touched the poison swamp. Okay, I'm not worried about the mosquitoes, though. Flying poison enemies are one of the few enemy types you can skip guilt-free. Whoever folied that, what a great... What? My toes! My toes! This is bad. I'm in trouble. Drop some health, bro. Drop some health. What are the people eating for lunch these days? Yeah, dude, Costco rotisserie chicken. This is the way. I'm telling you. I look forward to it every day, man. Approximately a quarter of a rotisserie chicken and some air-fried potatoes that I made in advance and just have to heat up. A little bit of Nando's medium hot peri-peri sauce. It's part of the routine, man. I had a Costco rotisserie chicken earlier this year. It was 100% worth the hype. It's not even like you'll have better foods in your life, but for a cost versus like nutrition versus convenience standpoint, it's really hard to beat, man. In fact, it might be borderline impossible to beat. Because they're beating themselves by selling it, right? Like it's a lost leader. Anyway, that's not really relevant to the conversation. Hot dog and drink combo, though. And the hot dog and drink combo, yeah, but like sometimes it's nice to like, I don't know, eat something that's not like actively rotting in your gut. Oh, hello!
My allies and I are in pursuit of a traitor.
Then you and the others are trapped here too. Mount Calf has seen its share of travelers. Beware, warrior.
I love when merchants in games, they set up like a shop past 7 bosses at like the basin of a poison swamp, and they're like, haven't had any customers lately. My brother in Christ, you set up shop in the dungeons!
I've seen my share of death.
Even the most determined of warriors must be prepared. It's unique.
Poison resist amulet?
That each one is...
I'll make good use of this.
New amulet unlocked. Slightly increased max health. Okay, that's actually like pretty necessary, unfortunately. She literally gave it to you. No wonder the shop's failing. Bro.
Artaban.
They always give you the first dose for free. Never get high on your own supply. Uh-oh.
Another one of Ardashir's men.
Oh, I thought that was like our dude.
You're alive.
So much time has passed.
It's been about 70 minutes.
You only got here last night.
One single night that has lasted 30 years.
30 years?
This place is a prison. There is no way out. You must flee.
Where are your brothers in arms?
All lost in the citadel. All prisoners of time. This is no end for a warrior. If a soldier is to die, my insignia, my brothers in arms will give their...
Thank you. Thank you for your insignia. Side quest, The Lost Warriors. A ghoul. The city that makes you old.
Hi, Sargon.
That's me. Buy a map for $50? Dude.
Lend me your Eye of the Wanderer. I'll add the...
See, now she gave me the device, she gave me the Kindle, but now she's got me hooked on the books. I got the Kindle for free, but I'm going broke buying like JavaScript textbooks. It's kind of crazy that like grocery stores don't have subscription models yet, right? Can you imagine paying like $1,000 a month to your local grocery store, but you got like all you could eat food? I guess they do. It's called like buying groceries. Costco kind of, I guess you're right. Costco, it does kind of have it. You still got to pay for this stuff once you're inside, though. Why does it say you've been streaming for 27 hours? Kind of one of the best to ever do it. Just a casual little 27-hour stream. You guys enjoying it? I got a lot of energy considering like I've been live for so long. I'm a little hungry. Adding that to my cringe collection. Oh, no! The bow! Our first Metroidvania power-up. It's me?
Menelaus's bow. What's going on?
But at what cost? The bow of Menelaus. The preferred weapon of Menelaus, the mythical archer of the immortals. Right-click to fire an arrow, mouse to aim, and you all made fun of me for using mouse and keyboard. Is this on easy mode? Excuse me, this is on the 3rd hardest difficulty?
Orod, Menelaus isn't with you.
We got separated. Why?
It's strange. I encountered another version of myself. A warrior who looked just like me.
What are you talking about?
He's like, you got a mirror in your pocket, buddy.
What was that?
What? Some beast too scared to even show itself. That's what. Now, where did it go? I want myself a real fight. Good luck to you, Sargon.
I gotta follow him down there, man. He's gonna be corrupted when I get... Ah! You know what? Add that to my collection. Hey, NL, my economics teacher looks a lot like you, and he's very intimidating. It's honest, there's kind of like... Baldness has an aura that I think depends more on the person observing the bald than it does on the baldy to begin with. You either look like sniveling or intimidating, but I think it's more based on how you're feeling on any given day. Because I'm 5'10", 168 pounds. Like, I'm not an intimidating guy. Unless you're going up against me in like Nintendo World Championships or something, then I can't be held responsible for like what happens to you. But okay, I was literally just mashing. That time I didn't send my best, let's put it that way. Okay, come on. Okay, you gotta stall for a second on that one, and then it's 2 parries. It's a mesmer type combo. Thank you for that. Okay, come on over. Excuse me, I parried that? I parried that? You all saw it? Hold. This is not even like a... It's not even like a boss, man. This is not Erlich Bachman's Tusk or whatever. This is just a guy. That... Finally! Are you seeing that? Did you see the way we were juggling him? You see the way we were weaving combos? Interleaving? That's the ticket right there. It's over for you, kid. Have I ever been here? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. They're starting to mix in new colors. That means we're on the border between 2 biomes. He knows a little bit about recognizing art design when he sees it. When you're in a green area and all of a sudden you start to see a little bit of blue, and then you can see your dude's breath. Increase the number of memory shards. Don't forget to capture images of your surroundings. I'm happy to get them, man. Nice try. Hello, Jay, by the way. I missed the last Garden State game last night. Dude, nothing highlights for me like how in your life there's like 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I probably took the road more traveled by now that I think about it, but like I was going to bed while you were still playing NCAA last night, and you're in a time zone that's like 3 hours ahead. And I was like, damn, this dude's a night owl. Then I thought about it, and I was like, it's only like 12:15 his time. That's not even that late in the whole scheme of things. Like, that's a pretty normie time to, I mean, maybe not to be working, but to be awake still, for sure. I try to hard cut at midnight. I hear that. I just, like, I mean, you know how it is. I'm in a good cycle right now, and I don't want to mess with it. I wake up early, so I get tired early, so I go to bed early, so I wake up early. I would consider it like, I need, in order to change that, which I don't want to do, I would need something to knock me out of the cycle. Like a night where you get like a phone call at 2 in the morning and it screws up your sleep schedule for like the next 4 months or something like that. But barring that, I think I'm in the mix right now. Just nap? No, I'm loving it, man. Early to bed, early to rise. Something. Am I right, guys? I've never been a big nap guy. There is an exception. I do, if I took a long flight and it's like a few time zones away, I never sleep on the plane, so I'll always try to take a nap when I get home. Otherwise, like, I'm just one of those guys who finds that a nap kind of screws with the flow of my day. Like, barring the obvious, which is that with like a toddler, I don't always get a good opportunity to take a little nap, but I always find like it takes me too long to fall asleep. And then by the, even if I have like an hour to nap, by the time I fall asleep, I took like, a 20-minute nap, and then I wake up with like a dry mouth and I'm confused about what's going on. I cried when they took away nap time in senior kindergarten, so now I do it at 26 out of spite. Can I just say something? It's so refreshing to hear a story from somebody else where they say the word senior kindergarten. Anytime I bring up junior or senior kindergarten, everybody in chat from the United States of America talks like I'm insane. In Canada, we have 2 years of kindergarten. Or not even in Canada, in Ontario. I don't know if the rest of Canada does it. Because like my kid is going to school in what would be her junior kindergarten year, but like a lot of kids in BC don't go to school until it's what I would consider to be their senior kindergarten year. Junior kindergarten, you start the year you turn 4. Senior kindergarten, you start the year you turn 5. And in America, we call it preschool. I know, but that's what bothers me is that you guys, and I'm speaking about Americans here, I apologize, but they act like junior kindergarten is like a stupider name than preschool. You go to a school, you ride a school bus to the preschool. You learn things with your peers. Why is that called preschool? That sounds like school to me, man. We call it pre-K. But it's like, what makes it pre instead of... I mean, I guess you could say that, like, what makes it junior instead of senior, but... listen, it's weird to me. What do you mean it's before? But it's not before kindergarten. Because junior kindergarten is before senior kindergarten. Is it like you don't have to send your kids to... Like, if you don't send your kids to kindergarten, the government is like, all right, but we'll check on you in a couple of years. But if you don't send them to grade 1, they're like, you're going to prison. Is something like that? It's kind of like that. That's like as good as a take of mine gets, so I'll live with that. Preschool is just subsidized daycare? I know, that I'm like, finally someone's subsidizing the dang daycare, man. We've gone through all the non-subsidized daycare. We made it through. Walk tree. Remember when we went like an hour without seeing a walk tree? And now we see a walk tree like every 2 minutes? It's a dream come true. Jahandar. Listen, if the sponsor is watching, it's not a knock on the lore that I don't read it. I'm not a lore-driven guy. It's just not in my tool house. It's not in my wheelhouse. It's not in my wheelbox. It's not in my toolbox. I'm a mechanics guy. Like you might be offended by this, and I think you've got every right to be. For me personally, the ideal game is just combat, 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 puzzle, combat, boss fight, puzzle, puzzle, combat, boss fight, combat, lore cutscene, boss fight, game over. And then you watch like a video essay about, you're like, I wonder what the story was in that game that I just played 80 hours of. And then after watching the video essay, then you play through the game again and you're like, oh my God, that's Marika's kid. And it, like the boss fights have more weight as a result of you now having learned a little bit more about the world that they reside in. That might be a chakram type situation. Don't stand in the poison. I didn't heal. Bro, it did. Oh, there you go. Just gotta hit it a few times. Now we know. Orbeez called. They want their orb back. Dude, I'm gonna use that joke with my daughter today. You're gonna be like, when are you gonna get the opportunity to talk about orbs with your daughter? Honestly, don't even worry. It doesn't even matter if there's an orb nearby. She's gonna go crazy over it. NL, what's something totally Canadian? I'm gonna answer your question with like a bit of answering a different question. There's some things that are Canadian that don't feel Canadian. I can't believe like Hawaiian pizza is like mostly, I mean, it was invented in Canada. I'm sure most of it is consumed in the US just because of like differences in population size. But like Hawaiian pizza doesn't feel Canadian to me. Yeah, I don't know, it was invented in Ontario somewhere. Same thing, I mean, it's a disputed origin story, but the California roll may have been invented in Vancouver. And trust me, I'm not bragging. I don't think McNuggets were invented in Canada, but I do think that they were like trialed here. Test the meat slurry on the Canadians. Yo, but I'm thankful that they did, because it's actually like one of the tastiest foods that McDonald's has ever created, and thus that man has ever created. Although I will say I'm kind of like McDouble coated now instead of McNugget coated, but I served my time in the McNugget mines, man. That was my go-to McDonald's order for like 34 years of my life. Control right click. I'm just saying it. Did he say hot mama? That's what I heard. It's over. It's over. I just had to click on him, my bad. Phase 2? No phase 2. Your head is being bisected. I told you. 4 seeds of the Skaju tree? An entire Soma tree flower? Not even petals or nothing? That's crazy, man. US getting bodied in basketball right now. I mean, what can you say, man? Nikola Jokic, she's one of the best for a reason. Americans wishing, praying that Dylan Brooks was from Ohio right now. But it's too late. We've already been eliminated. Sorry. You can't have Dylan Brooks. He's from, I'm going to say, Thornhill, Ontario. We don't want him. You're just jealous because we went 3-0 in the group stage, and then somehow we had to go up against the 2 best defensive players in the National Basketball Association, who both happen to be 7'3" and French.
Anahita, I know you. You're loyal to the crown. What is the meaning of this?
There is still a long way to go. Hold! I know that Athra...
That's me.
Stop right there!
I can't travel in the Z dimension! The Guardian of Knowledge. I am the Guardian of Knowledge. I've read Beowulf in the Old English, and I understood what was happening. No, I haven't read Beowulf. I'm quoting an ancient video. I don't know why I said F this guy. Oh, he's sneaky with it.
I'm about to brain flex on you so much. I read Beowulf in the original Old English in 7th grade, and I understood what was happening.
It's kind of an ancient video. Sort of an evil person. What do you got for me? 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Yep, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. This is how I imagine the conversations go at my daughter's daycare. Yeah, that's what I've been saying for years, man. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Get this. You heard this one yet? 3, 4, open the frickin' door. What? Really? It's more likely than you think. 5, 6. That's senior kindergarten stuff. We haven't gotten to that level yet. The U.S. came back. Honestly, I mean, I like to see America win basketball. It just feels like the world is like in it's doing what it's supposed to do when America is good at basketball. I also like LeBron James. He's a heck of a character. First of all, happy International Women's Day. Here's some weight loss advice for you. Eat cold food so your body spends calories warming it up. So I know you're joking, but hey, bro, it adds up, man. What is it? Probably costs your body like 4 calories to warm that food up to ambient temperature, right? I had a friend in high school who told me that like the best way to stay skinny is to eat, just ice you. The best way to stay skinny was to eat spicy food. He said eating spicy food kickstarted your metabolism. I don't know if there's any scientific basis to that, but he seemed very confident. I mean, he was not like a skinny guy. It was probably the first thing I should say. Which is fine, but like, what if you ate cold spicy food? Yeah, I think like just if you ate like a Vindaloo popsicle, it's probably like negative calories. You could eat as many Vindaloo popsicles as you want because your body has to spend energy to warm it up, and then the spicy food just sort of kickstarts your pancreas. What about electrocuting? Does that help you lose weight? He was forced to eat dinner without YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Not really? Well, you get the idea. You know the stream's almost over when he's talking like this? Dude, and I gotta do this like, I gotta do this blood and pee test after the stream, which means I don't even get to have lunch right away. So I just gotta sit there like twiddling my thumbs for 30 minutes while I wait for the nurse to arrive. You okay? Yeah, I'm getting like certified for life insurance again. I don't want to go through it, or like the whole rigmarole. I had this done like a year ago. And it's like the food poisoning saga is like the gift that keeps on giving, okay? So like I had food poisoning. They didn't believe that I had anything but ulcerative colitis, even though I had all the symptoms of like bacterial poisoning. So they made me get a CT scan because my guts were so like messed up. They were like, the CT scan was like a little cloudy. So they left it on my like medical records as like inconclusive. Spoilers, I got diagnosed with Salmonella and Campylobacter. So, of course, the CT scan was cloudy. My guts were full of diarrhea, like, not to put it grossly, but, like, it was messed up down there. But then when I had the life insurance certification last time... Oh, hang on. Watch out for this lad. They were like, we can't give you the insurance that you want because, like... There's this CT scan on your record that like you had to have a follow-up for, but you haven't had it done. So then I had a call with my doctor and she was like, what are they talking about? You don't need a CT scan. And I was like, that's what I'm saying. But now, so that fizzled out last year as a result of that. Cause I was like, I'm not consenting to getting like worse insurance just because the medical system didn't know what to do with a 35-year-old guy like myself. So I restarted the process from scratch now that the medical records are like my doctor put a note on the file that was like, he doesn't need this. We're not going to give him like a blast of radiation for no reason. And And now I got to go through the test again. But honestly, I'm kind of stoked to go through the test again because like I feel like I'm going to do better on it this time because I'm in better shape and my blood pressure's lower. No! So I think, like, honestly, the nurse is going to be like, whoa, I was here like a year ago, but you're looking lean. And I'm going to be like, ain't nothing but a peanut. It's probably going to go down like that if I had to guess. Or they're going to be like, why does your piss have so much sugar in it? I'm going to be like, I eat 4 nectarines a day. She's going to be like, what? 4 a day? Natural sugar's still sugar, brother. Yeah, try burning like, I don't know, 1,200 calories a day on the bike. Then you can talk to me about eating too much fruit, okay? I'll go pedal for pedal with you any day of the damn week. Did you hear how the authority with which I hit that W key? Put an exclamation point on it. Watch this. Whoops. Never mind, we're chilling. The bell monster. Genius Pewds strikes again. Remember that? Oh, we're popping, boys. Oh. He wants to have you for dinner. Nope, I need help on this. That's what PewDiePie used to say in videos when he would solve a puzzle. Emil, can you give us a bro fist? NL, were you there when PewDiePie lost his barrel? Not watching YouTube is not like, it's not a Johnny come lately thing for me. I basically, like, I kind of never really watched that much YouTube. But I am familiar with, like, the memes. Why are all the funny chats yell nats? It's so funny. Like, I know we were... Oh, you got me. It's so funny that Yelnats was talking in the Discord last night about, like, his wife. And then people were like, wait, you're married? I thought you were, like, a 19-year-old turbo chatter. And then everybody was like, I know! It's so funny that, like, the most dedicated chatters are the unemployed and the people who have risen far enough in their careers that they can kind of, like, half-ass it, I guess, or at least, like, you know, take frequent breaks or something like that. And then there's all the people in the middle of society that are doing, like, all the real work, man. It's crazy. It's the way of the world, I guess. Sure, I'll come out this way. Oh, and of course the European Union, of course. Don't forget about the European Union. Certain pharmaceutical companies couldn't operate without me. Librarian, I'm being, like, genuine here. How many jobs do you have? I was about to say the F word, which I probably should not do, but how many jobs do you have? You're self-employed as a YouTube video editor. I'm not even being, like, derogatory. I mean, like, in, like, a genuine sense. And then you're, you scanlate some literature, the genre of which shall remain nameless, I think. And then you're doing something with pharmaceuticals. What's up with that? Like, I mean, I'm, you know, keep grinding, but also, like, get some sleep, man. Why'd you stop tweeting recreationally? Honestly, like, I think I just had enough of it. Like, now I keep my 300 like trenchant observations, like, to myself. It's not like, no, I didn't reach a point where I was like, you know, the platform is so toxic. I will say, and it's not like, not woe is me, but it is, like, annoying to tweet at a certain level of, I don't want to call it fame, but, like, because, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the least condescending way to say it, but, like, every time you tweet, you just get like a bunch of people in the replies that are like making the same joke but worse. And you're like, well, you're taking like my joke, which wasn't even that good to begin with, and then you're like riffing on it and making it even more embarrassing than it was in the first place. So I think I gotta like tweet now and then, otherwise all my tweets will be like sponsored tweets. But like, to be honest, I just every now and then I'll think of a joke and be like, I could tweet that. But then I'm like, I don't know. What's the point? To be honest. Is Baldy alright, or should I be worried? Because I don't tweet? I mean, like, literally the tweet is like, they're on the level of like, it's crazy that Macca and Peppa are both Ronies. Like, that's not like a mental crisis. That's just calling it like I see it. That's, society can survive without those kind of musings making it into the public record. Oh, man. But yeah, that's like the main reason I don't tweet. I still read Twitter from time to time. But it's crazy, like the platform is insanely bad now. Like you'll click on a funny video and then like all the replies are blue check gimmick accounts that are called like animals posting dubs, and then it's like, you won't believe what her face looks like, and it's like a little kid giving like his last potato chip to his mom, and then his mom smiles or something like that, and you're like, oh my god, man. I'm blocking like 15 accounts a day. 15 images with deeper meaning. It's been 17 and a half years since Nicolas Cage's movie Lord of War came out. Here's 10 things you might not be aware of from the behind the scenes of this 7.2 out of 10 movie. 1 of 38. And the B2B sales, man. The B2B sales, it literally never runs out. I didn't realize, anybody here live in the Bay Area? Come get your boys. Did you see the tweet on like Friday? And it was a founder of some company that's making some AI chicanery. And it was like, look at us. It's Friday night at 8 p.m. and we're at an all-hands dinner talking shop. If you don't have this kind of culture in your company, you're not going to make it in the modern era. And I'm like, lady, you're like 23. You graduated, with a computer science degree. You finished your first term at Y Combinator. Like, you don't know anything. No disrespect. But, like, you shouldn't be... I don't know anything about software engineering. But all I'm going to say is if you tweet 4 times a day, I'm thinking that your company's not going to make it if you're not even at, like, Series A funding. Shouldn't you be banging out some code or something like that? Calling up Mark Andreessen and bilking him for, like, $50 million to keep the lights on? Like, you're literally making, like, email 3. Like, it's not, you're not inventing brain transplants. Like, relax. That's why you'll never find a babysitter? It might be true. It might be true. All right, Kate is live. I will send you over there. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon or evening. I will, of course, be back tomorrow at what I expect to be the normal time. I'll see you then. Later.
I was at an all-night diner, size of XXX, but they was talking about root beer. I'm just sitting here, breathing the thin air, taking up the oxygen. Have I told you, have I? When I have sex, I'm always thinking about the pavement so I can avoid premature ejaculation. I woke up remembering to thank him. Better things to do, so I'll start drinking. First, the chain reaction started in the parking lot. We started to bleed onto the big streets and bleed out onto the highways and off to other cities. Built to store and sell these rocks. So are you feeling real dirty living in your parking lot, waiting to bleed, And that's like a 9-minute long song that just keeps going until the guitar solo hits, and the guitar solo just goes.